everyone, it's Char from Char's Fascination, and right now it is time for Char's baby story time while I do a set of nails. Now, we all know Halloween should be every day of the year, at least I think it should. So, while I'm telling you a spooky story, we're going to do a fresh set of nails. Yes, what's up with my middle finger? That one always goes crooked, and so does that one. I am not flipping you off, but I could have. So, I don't know why that one's always crooked, but we will fix this. So, I have these glued on. I don't have this one done yet, but it is what it is. And then we will use the light to do this. So, let me start you with, you guys know a lot of weird shiitake goes on in this house, right? Because, like, who doesn't? I'm going to start by clipping the nail down to a moderate length, because that needs it. I can't deal with those super long nails. You can, kudos to you. But I cannot. So, anyway, like I'm saying, y'all know spooky things happen in the house all the time where I live. And see that right there, good length. So, you know, sometimes I just let you guys know the update of what's going on around here. So, the last few days have been something like super interesting. So, we will start with this week's strange. Because, like, today is only Monday. I'll tell you guys, like, the weekend, a voice came from the sunroom and nobody was there. Okay, new one. Like, it was some stuff, just and my friend and I were the only ones in the kitchen. His mom was in taking a nap, and sometimes the worst stuff happens. Let me finish clipping these. Happens when, you know, she has told my friend that it's time for her to go. And then we've asked her, well, what do you mean you're trying to run away? You know, we tried to joke with an old person that's terminally ill. So, doing that, you know, over the weekend, it's kind of sad too, but I think this is the reason why some of this extra spoopy is happening now. You'll know why it makes sense in a minute. Okay. And if you've ever experienced that when one elder that you know has had told you things, you know, like, oh, I'm so tired, it's time for me to go on, I'm too much of a hassle for you, and, you know, yada yada, you know, you always hear that. So, over the weekend, she was telling him, she's like, you know what, it's time for me to just, you know, pass on it, you know, just move on that way. It's like, well, you know, I know you're in a lot of pain and all that, but okay, that's not the spoopy, okay? I'm gonna shape these and be right back. So now that I have these shaped, we can get back to the spoopy. So anyway, like I was saying, you know, more weird things have been happening, you know, and I have my other set right here ready to go, so let's put that over there. So anyway, more weird shiitake has been happening, right? I'm going to use my hollow taco, 1 cup black, and then when I do that, I'm going to randomly pick things from the Color Street Nail. These are real nail polish. Those are really cute, and I will show you something in a minute with these. I love actually putting these right up to a light because I have my ring light over here. And then here is the fun part when I can find the controller. That helps. So let me quickly put this back up here again. And then they glow. You'd be able to see these better if it was darker in here, but they do glow, and I am happy with that. Ta-da! There you go. There you go with the glow. And you can see it. Okay, so now that you see that those actually glow, let's get back to that Spoopy story. So, like I was saying, that back to the setting that I like. I am really enjoying this ring light. So, what I will be doing is putting this on my nails in here, and then pick what I want to do with some of these. I'm just going to play with these, use them for both hands. But, okay, so she tells my friend that. And then all of a sudden, like, more creepy has been happening other than just, like, the voice in the hall. Which, like, y'all, is that just creepy enough, right? And also a voice in the sunroom. I mean, there's been a lot of, like, voices and stuff coming around through the house when there's really either myself or not too many people. And the animals get freaked out. So, yesterday, some things go flying off the shelf. No animals near anything, and, you know, nobody else near the outlets. So I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. Why did that shut off? There you go. Anyway, that's kind of a loop, but why is that not changing? There we go. And, so, yeah, like, when something literally flies off the table, or flies off of something in your room and lights start to flicker, now that, my friends, over the friggin' weekend, okay, we had the voices coming from the sunroom and nobody was there. We had voices coming from the hall and more knocking. Yeah. It's like, I told you we have Tommy knockers. Could it have been the Tommy knockers doing the knocking? Abso-freaking-lutely, right? So, okay, so all that leads up to last night. Now, last night was weird enough. I'm going to dry those two nails. So, last night was weird enough. And, actually, let me dry this up and we'll come back to it. Last night was weird enough. So, anyway, things get weird enough. I painted the rust up on it. Okay, so, last night, okay, I came in my room, because you come in your room, you want to relax, and you just want to be able to enjoy your evening, your night, maybe watch some YouTube, maybe watch some Amazon Prime, maybe listen to Bailey Sarian on Spotify, you know, about history. So, and it's some pretty fucked up history things. So, but she does tell them. She's really cool. But okay, that's not the point. So, last night, like something slid off the counter. They were like, anybody near that? What in the what? How in the heck? like I said, and my nail polish remover fell off of where I keep it. And I'm like, what in the heck? Like, that shouldn't have happened, right? This will turn off by itself in a minute. Less than a minute. And okay. So anyway, I like this. So I'm like, okay, this is weird, but you know, spoopies happen in this house all the freaking time. Sorry, I gotta try to sit up straight to help my back. So, Neil, we're down to which things do I want to use, because I already have these ones like ready to go. I just like to put them with that light to see. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's cool, isn't it? Okay, so it's like I have a choice between these. Just look even better. There. Closer to the light. Let's get the light, Caroline. Right? And you got these. Now, on a different nail, actually, what is on there? But that's on the little plastic part on the outside. Anyway, and you got these ones right here that are supposed to be pumpkin. But these that are supposed to look like pumpkins actually look like Jack's skeleton to me. So it is what it is. And I think that's cool. So what do we want to go with? You know what? I think I will go with this. So I'm just going to choose a nail to put that on. Why is there nail polish on my fingers? That's weird. Anyway, I'm going to have to dry these a wee bit longer. These are just the scraps that the nails already cut. So yeah, that happened, and then something else scoots in my room, and my Himalayan salt lamp starts flickering, and I'm like, what in the heck, right? So that happened, and in the middle of the night, you know, some other weird noises happen, but his mom gets up at like the devil's hour. People may have this confused, like the witching hour is from midnight to whatever, and then the actual devil's hour is from 3:33, which, by the way, is equal to half evil. Some people out there in the world are full evil. But so I go out there this morning, right? My friend is doing something. He had to pay something, so you know, he pulls out his stuff from his wallet to pay something. So anyway, I don't know which one to go with. I want to do these like little Jack skeleton ones. But at the same time, I want to do this or this. And I already have one of these stripy ones already pre-cut. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll just have some fun with all this. So like I was saying, my friend is sitting at the table, getting ready to pay a bill, right? Like, you're going to sit at the table, you're going to pay your bill. No big deal. You're in the kitchen. My very useful scissors. And so as he's, you know, getting ready to pay this bill, he puts his cards down on the table. Nothing is touching it. There's no air blowing on them whatsoever. So he goes back over here. And I don't feel like this nail polish is freaking dry. Like, it feels wet. It keeps getting all over the freaking place. No, I don't know what's up with that. I have to dry these longer. Hold on. So anyway, like I was saying, I went back out there. I put this under the UV and look like, just take that under there and ta-da! Look how glowy that is. That's kind of cute. You can tell where my finger was. But anyway, like I was saying, he had his cards on the table. Nothing was touching him. Not the animals, not even a breeze. Why is this so hard to get off there? Anyway, so his card went sliding right off the table, like somebody had went like this and just shoved it onto the floor. So I'm like, Rob? He's like, yeah, I saw that. First he thought it was one of the animals, and I'm like, well, you know, the dog is down there, the cat's over here, it wasn't one of them, they didn't even, you know, touch it. Like, and it definitely wasn't me, because I'm way over here, and I'm not breathing on your cards, and you didn't have your hands here. So he's like, you know what, that's true. So we're sitting there trying to, I gotta get this undone. So I'm figuring out a better way to do this, so you see me in on that. So anyway, like I was telling him, you know, the animals weren't near it or anything, there was no breeze, so he goes to put his card back, and then no more than like 3 minutes later, it does it again. And I'm like, you do realize, again, none of the animals had touched that. I'm going to put this on my phone. There. So, like I'm saying, you know, animals weren't near it. Why is that going to be a partial face? You know what? It's going to be spoopy anyway, so I'm going to show you guys, like, right there. That's going to be kind of cool. So, anyway, yeah, and remember to, like, pull it down like that. I wish I had put it up a little higher, but you know what, that's okay. We're still going to have some spoopness on the nails. Now, when you do these, like, pull them in like that, and you're going to have, like, this little tab hanging off of there. Now, I was told, you know, like, do them in reverse, do the thumbnail last. I'm just going to show you guys how to do this real quick, and then just, like, push that under. And then this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hit it with the light. Don't really have to keep it under there long, but ta-da, look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Anyway, you don't have to admit it. I'm just saying. So, you know, back to the, you know, it's really freaking weird. And I'm going to put the super glossy taco over the top of these when I'm done with them. So, anyway, I think I might do this one on the middle one, and we'll put some stripes over here. Just because we can put some stripes there. So, yeah, it's starting to get weirder and weirder during the day, like things shifting around. Finally, his mom had come out, and then it ceased. So, weird. Yeah, weird. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put this across the tip of the nail. I'm not going to do this like in a specific order because I don't feel like it. How about that? Because I don't got it. I don't want to. So, I'm going to try to smooth. Well, we tried to smooth it out. Anyway. I think that would be kind of cool because you can just mess with it like that. And then I have the rest of this one. Okay, now you can see it. So I have the rest of this one. So I could just put this on another nail, which I'll probably just like put it right there anyway. So I might as well do that now. And so it's like during the, you know, the time that his mom is in the kitchen, she decides she doesn't want to eat again. Right? So after she left the kitchen, again, the spoopiness started back. So could she be possessed? Maybe. Let me finish up these ones. get them all on there. Isn't that kind of cute? That's kind of cute. It is spoopy cute. Hold on. Let me put the other ones on that I want to put on the other two nails. So, okay, I also had to change the battery. So, like I said, I'm gonna like relight these so that you can see them. Look at that thumbnail. That's cute. But anyway, we've got these. I'm gonna do this one nail that I changed the battery. That was part of the problem. It's like I knew I needed to change the battery, but whatever. So, you know, during the day, the only time the weird activity happened is when his mom was not in the room. Is that creepy weird? Yes, indeed it is. She keeps saying that, you know, if she shuts off the light in her room, that there's a man at the end of her bed. But, you know, it's like, sweetie, you keep saying that you want to pass on. The man at the end of her bed might be her husband waiting for her. On the other side, you know, it's like he's probably like, sweetie, why are you still there? And, you know, I'm over here alone. I'm not saying that, you know, that's what's going on. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We don't know this yet. Ooh, let me show this to you. This is going to be freaking cute. Look at that one. Look at that one. I gotta shape it though. We will shape this. This will be a pristine shape. So is that what's really going on? We're not really sure yet. I'm gonna put this one on my pinky nail. Shape her up. Let's put her like the other one. That way, if I just need to clip this stuff on the ends, I can. And everything. So, I'll show you these during the top coat too. Hold on. I gotta fix that one. You know, that one. Okay, well now it's time to top coat all of these. Okay, let's blast those with light again. So they're all on there. I don't mind doing them with the different ones because that just gives it a little pizzazz and stuff. Chow in your face. What's the next step to doing these nails? Super glossy taco. Now the super glossy taco is really thick, so it's like whatever, and then I'll just bake it on there. Okay, so it's like she leaves the room, right, to go lay down. I come into my, start to walk back here to my room. We start hearing like all sorts of like banging sounds, and I'm not talking about knocking. Today we started hearing the banging sounds around the house. But it's like, it's her husband knocking on something, waiting to come get her, telling her, hello, time to come home. You know what I mean? Like home to the other side. She also keeps saying, I need to go home, and that, no, she doesn't talk about her house going home. She talks about, the other kind of go home type thing. And she was even talking about like one day going back to the Appalachian Mountains and where she was born and raised. So, you can't try to keep an old person like down and everything, so we try to keep her entertained and all that. And we try to joke with her as much as possible. Though sometimes that gets misunderstood because, old people, they're old and sometimes they don't understand sarcasm or joking around when they're deaf. Well, that was exasperated. So, it's like, it's been one hell of a ride. We even told her it's okay to just lay down and, people will miss you, but it's okay if you don't feel like you can handle all the pain anymore. It's okay to just go. And so she sits there and cries. Who wouldn't do that? Because, she has acceptance acceptance. What the fuck is this? An acceptance? Acceptance to go on to the other side because, you know, hey, family, you know, her family, which is my friend, and, you know, says it's okay. If she's in that much pain, it's okay to go on to the other side, which, you know, actually it is, so that a person doesn't have to suffer. You know what I mean? Because I hate to see people suffer, especially old people and babies suffer, you know? It breaks my heart. Keep looking at my thumbnail like there's something weird. There is. I would like to know what isn't weird in this house. But anyway, yeah, so we hear this banging noise and we hear it come from the, oh my god, creepy. The basement. What basement is not creepy, y'all? Like, basements are creepy. Okay, so now these are done. I hope you like those. I hope you can see them really good. I doubt that you can, though. Let me just blast them with the light. Cool nail polish in the middle of the night. Other than Spoopy. So, it's like when you tell somebody that, like, remember, like, if they have been passed out before and, like, you know, their brain cells aren't going to completely be there because of that. Here, personal. Okay, like, isn't that cool? Like, all the little facey things there, and then you got your stripies. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Hello. Okay, so you have to remember that can be rather stressing for old people, especially, I'm going to glue on the other ones after I close this lid. So I'll glue on the other ones and finish up the story. Yeah, like, let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced anything like this with one of your loved ones, because, yes, it can be very harsh. I actually have Eureka paused on Amazon Prime. I can't get my audiobooks to work on there. I think I might just cancel it because not audiobooks, but my Audible. Can't get Audible to work for me through my life on there. I don't know why. So anyway, yeah, every time like we experience the spooky stuff, it's like we've only experienced it like the whole time she's been here, like her being in the kitchen and a spatula like literally threw itself. So we have been experiencing more like what the fuck is a poltergeist? Poltergeist activity in the house. So can it be common with just kids? His youngest, which is girl, is like 12 years old. Can it be experienced through her? Absolutely, but you know, she's only here so many days out of the week, and then she goes over to her mom's. You know, because he's not a single lady, but he's a single man. You know, but anyway, so it's like we have been noticing more of this spoopage. You know, only when his mom is not in the room of where we are or anything, but when she comes in the room, it kind of calms down. I don't know if anybody out there has experienced that with, you know, an elder or just someone you know. Like, you may want to call them an exorcist. You may want to start putting, like, rose water around your house or holy water, you know, like some crystals and I think some dream catchers. Keep your dream catchers, those are important. Yeah, so it's been like super spoopy lately in the house. It'll probably even be more spoopy, you know, when she finally takes her final rest. I know that sounds morbid, but I wish her, like, no more pain. Like, she is a stage 4 breast cancer patient. So I don't wish her any pain. Like, if she's in that much pain, should she not go ahead and be at peace? Yes, yes. That does sound morbid, but absolutely. You know, like, we don't want people to suffer. You know, and all. So it's like, yeah, I would really want, like, somebody if they're in that much pain to be at peace. That's, you know, it's better for everybody and their soul to just be at peace. I'm loving how glossy these nails are. Kind of jazzed about doing these ones. I thought I had fungus on under this nail, like on my real nail. Then I realized it's not. It was just old nail polish. Like, I was like looking at that, and I was like, ew. But I can't find my other nail glue. Like, okay, there you go. The other weird thing, like, I know where all my nail glue is, and like all of a sudden, I cannot find it. It's like poof and bye-bye. So, like I was saying, like, if you have any weird things happen, leave that in the comments below, because it's like super freaky interesting, and at the same time it's just creepy. So I'm gonna finish this hand after the video, and then the next time you guys see me, I will have both of these hands completed, because yeah, which one's better? This, of course, this hand, because it's spoopy cool. I think once these are just out in regular daylight, they'll be even cooler. But yeah, this is just something you can do with the color street nails, or nail polish. It's like I said, these ones are called Boo Crew. With the obvious reason to why it's called Boo Crew is because it's little ghost posties, and they are really cool once they hit the light, and you will be so glowy in the dark. I want everybody out there to stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed, because there's always more spooky story time. Because Halloween is coming up in 2 months. And I will see you guys in the next one.